it through the God perspective, we won't trip, we won't flip, and we wouldn't give not 1 ounce of emotional roller coaster. Because we could see the big picture. Every test and challenge comes to help us to move forward and to keep, let me say it like this, growing deeper and be open to new dimensions of growth and development. You know, 1 Peter, the 5th chapter, verse 10, it tells us very clearly, after you have suffered a little while. Notice it says a little while. He didn't say that you lodged there, you stayed this is your permanent spot. No, it says, after you have suffered a little while, he will himself restore you and make you strong and firm and steadfast. Now let's think about the process of a diamond making. You see, when it starts just a rough and often overlooked rock, transformed into a precious jewel through the refining process. But however, don't shy away from the season of tests and trials, because God is shaping you into that radiance diamond, empowering you to leave a lasting impact everywhere you go. Embrace the journey and the adventure that God has for you. It's to fulfill his purpose. Let's take a moment and focus on Ruth. Her transformation was both wild and glorious. Here's a young woman whose family's life is in turmoil. She marries a young man with a royal lineage. But through the series of events, she became a widow. But yet her loyalty to her mother-in-law set the stage for her future, bringing her to extraordinary man Boaz. Not only he was a wealthy man, but he also was a man of vision that completely changed her life. You see, sometimes we go to those journeys of life and God has set it in motion that it will bring life changing. You see, because of the lack of having the God's perspective, we might miss out of what he said that you have or he has provided. You see, sometimes we get caught up in the pain and the setback and failing to see the big picture of what God is doing and the amazing future that he has in store. You see, when someone shifts their mindset, it will trigger a preordained shift that completely transforms their life and their story. In other words, you're not speaking the same old language that you were speaking before. You're coming to the place that you're walking in the plan of God. And so to walk in the plan of God, I've got to think like God. I have to have the perspective that support what heaven is doing. I speak to every fallow ground in your life, and I decree that every misleading perception that's holding you back from God's purpose for you and your family is now eradicated. You see, it's a new day. It's a day of liberation has come. So arise and step into all that God has called you to. And expect that this be the year of the open opportunities. You're not sitting there playing jacks. You're in the place that you're trusting God, but you are positioning yourself for the greatest finale that you can ever imagine. Other words, a defining moment. I exalt you to take hold of everything God has commissioned you to create, to possess, to manifest in this glorious season. It's a time to accomplish greater exploits and to leave a legacy marks everywhere you go and to bring absolute glory to our eternal King, intentionally and with purpose. Let's go and furnish and make our Father so pleased of the wonders of God that reflects His power, His Spirit, and the leading of the plan of God. You can do it. Get up and arise and take hold of everything the Father has willed. I want to thank you for watching this video. If it has inspired you, I encourage you to share it. This is a small way that you can be a part of somebody else's spiritual growth and development. Let's go and let's furnish. Not only we just go and furnish, let's go and depopulate hell and overpopulate heaven for our King's glory. And let's be amazing, because we serve a God who reigns for eternity. Love you. Be blessed. Be amazing. And may that dominion mantle that God has entrusted with you is not sitting on the shelf, but it's being activated in the earth. In Jesus' name, just go and have an amazing day. Be blessed. And walk ye in the plan of God. Shalom, shalom, shalom.